on an issue that many people are thinking about in the Lehigh Valley. Rapid growth creates a strain on some of the region's infrastructure and a reaction from some of the public regarding new development. What do you think county government can play, or what role can county government play in improving the region's infrastructure assets? And how will you balance the need for a new tax base, jobs, and economic activity with concerns? Now, I'm going to be a little radical here as the moderator. We're going to go inside out this time. And we'll start with Lehigh County. So Brad, we'll give you the first chance.
Thank you, Chris. There's no question there are costs and benefits for economic development. And we've heard here recently, just a little bit before, about some of those costs, and that involves our infrastructure and the wear and tear on our roads. The industrial development that's taken place in our community has produced jobs for many people who need jobs and a tremendous amount of property tax revenue for host school districts. So that's a good thing. At the same time, traffic has become a very important and real concern for those host communities. We will continue to respect the individual property rights of those that seek to develop. They have those rights. We need to respect them and honor them. But we can help to improve our municipal planning practices to help mitigate those infrastructure concerns and deficiencies. Meanwhile, the county can continue maintaining its 46 bridges as we have in the past. This is the only direct responsibility the county has for infrastructure. One of our past county executives who is sitting in the room this evening made that a focus of his administration and did a very good job at it. What we need to do at the county level, Lehigh County, is just follow through with that program, maintain it, and make sure that we don't slip back into the past. The county can take a stronger role, though, I think, in leading discussions in our communities about the type and quality of economic development that they want to have.
Mr. Armstrong.
Well, first, is this on? Okay. First of all, I think we have to start looking at regional planning. I think something that Becky has already done in the Southwest Regional Planning is a great idea. We have to stop thinking just about how Whitehall can grow. How can we do it in regional? And I think Becky's doing a great job. We also have to watch our farmland preservation, though, when we're looking at growth. But when it comes to infrastructure, I think Governor Corbett did something that was fantastic that could help us. He passed a law with the Republican legislature that said $5 fee every county can add to your vehicle registration fee, with the condition it only be used for infrastructure repair. Obviously, with the location of the Lehigh Valley, we have become a distribution center, which has put a great burden on our infrastructures and our towns. The idea that Mr. Mueller had, and I think it was an excellent one, was to take that $5 fee, and by the way, if we do, we get a $2 million grant right off from the state for doing that, but take that $5 fee, borrow money, and loan it out to every municipality in the county for infrastructure repair. And I know under that plan, Whitehall would have gotten over $1 million. Now, if you're looking at infrastructure repair, here is a way outside of the box that the state came up with to give us money. The money would be paid back by the $5 every year. The county would cost nothing. Your fee, not tax, would be $5, and that would help every municipality in the county with their road repairs, with their particular bridges. It was a great idea, and I think we really have to make that happen in Lehigh County.
Mr. Brown.
Thank you. The role of county in infrastructure is an interesting one. The prior question was about the Commonwealth reducing support for economic development. Well, the same follows for infrastructure. And often we're left, again, how do you leverage the few dollars that we have? In Northampton County, we're behind the curve in terms of taking care of our own infrastructure, our bridges. We did think out of the box and actually developed a public-private partnership where we had, when I came into office, 99 over 119 bridges were structurally, functionally obsolete. We put together a program that has now 33 bridges that will be done in 4 years. We didn't raise taxes to it. We didn't use any federal or state money to do it. We're paying for it from our cash flows within the county. It's about taking responsibility for that which we can. But we're not stopping there. When we talk about infrastructure, we're also talking about, besides roads and bridges, what about sewer, water, that type of infrastructure? And I'll bring it back again down to the local municipalities. How do we help and support these boroughs and townships to bring their infrastructure up or connect it across on a regional basis? How do we connect several communities? The Slakeville has 12, 14 communities. How do we help them then actually build some of the infrastructure that could attract the economic development? And I think using a P3 model concept, we're exploring how we can actually then take that and leverage the dollars again to help these areas grow, do it properly. As Brad had said, and Mr. Armstrong had said, Becky's team has laid out a plan. Where should economic development occur? Where should the infrastructure be? We don't want to be going up into the farmland to build a facility when the infrastructure won't support it, whether it be water, sewer, or roads overall. Thank you.
Mr. McClure.
I think the question originally asks us about rapid growth creating strain, and I want to address that because that's important. Because part of the folks we're trying to retain are kids graduating from school, and what we're trying to do is encourage them to stay based on, well, one of the things is quality of life. So we need to address our growth, and we need to do it in an intelligent way. And as I've stated earlier, one of the ways to do that is not to discourage the transportation industry from coming here and creating the jobs that they're creating, but to have a balancing act. And that balancing act is to encourage them through taxing, increment financing, LVEDC, whatever the particular regime or scheme would be, but also to return in Northampton County to the STOFA administration levels of farmland preservation, environmentally sensitive land, and open land preservation. In this way, we can balance the concerns of the strain on the folks we very much need to stay and live here in order for us to have our highly skilled workforce. Just very briefly about Northampton County infrastructure and the bridge building program. County Executive Stofa had borrowed $16 million many years ago to start rehabbing our bridges. The plan that Mr. Brown is talking about hasn't delivered a bridge yet, is $1.5 million over budget at this time. And so it's very unclear to me whether this will be a successful outside-the-box program or not, and I won't really know if and until I'm elected. The other thing is municipal government 101 would suggest to you that you wouldn't pay for an infrastructure program out of your cash flow. Thank you very much.